Hey guys, Scotland's football here, back with another video, and today we are back with the Premier League We are back with the Premier League score predictions for game week 8. Well today I'm going to make the video a little bit quicker because I've been quite poorly today, and I feel like a bit like under the weather. So I think everyone should be able to appreciate that. So right guys, let's just get straight into the video then. I'll just be reading out the scores and just telling you what I think the scores will be. So right guys, let's just get straight into the video then. So right, the first game is Brighton Hove Albion versus Burnley. Brighton currently sits 16th, and Burnley sit bottom of the league, rock bottom of the league. Well, two teams that are down the bottom end of the league, and where Brighton have picked up 5 points, Burnley only picked up one. So I'm going to go for a draw. I'm going to say Brighton 1, Burnley 1. When they have their date for Brighton and Burnley, they're a really good team. So I think both teams will have to separate for a 1-1 draw. So right to the next game, which is Southampton versus Newcastle United. Well, Southampton sit 5th and Newcastle sit 11th. So Southampton are in the top 6 at the moment, and Newcastle are mid-table. Well, Southampton are without Danny Ings for the game, as he's having some surgery. I don't know what he's on though. I think he's near something. Well, Newcastle, 1 week they play quite well. They can play pretty boring football. The next week they actually come out and surprise people. But for this game, even though there's no Danny Ings for Southampton, I think Southampton will pick up a win. And Say Adams have been doing pretty well. He got 4 goals last season. He actually started picking up form, and now he's picking up form. So I'm going to say Southampton 2, Newcastle United 0. So right on to the next game, Everton versus Manchester United. Everton currently sit 4th and Manchester United sit 5th. Everton have gone off in the last 2 games, losing to Southampton and Newcastle. And Man United, there's not enough fight from Man United. They lost in the Champions League the other night to Istanbul Basaksehir, and they lost to Arsenal, which is a big blow to them. There's not enough in that team. The only time there was enough in the team was when they beat Leipzig 5-0. For this game, I think it's a tough one to call, as Everton have gone off it and Man United haven't really got enough in them. But I am going to go for a win to Everton. I'm going to say Everton 2, Manchester United 1. So right on to the next game, which is Crystal Palace versus Leeds United. Well, we beat Crystal Palace last week. We got a 2-0 win against them. So Crystal Palace currently sit 13th and Leeds sit 12th. Palace, they're actually over the season. They've actually become a decent team, and Leeds, they've started the season really well. They've had 3 wins so far. They drew 1 and lost 2 games. Well, they scored 13, they've also conceded 13, but they do need to tighten up at the back slightly. But I am going to say Leeds United are going to win here. I'm going to say Crystal Palace 1, Crystal Palace 1, Leeds United 2. So right to the next game, which is Chelsea versus Sheffield United. See where Chelsea are. Chelsea are 7th. Chelsea are 7th and Sheffield United are 19th. Chelsea have currently got 12 points, and Sheffield United are only on the 1 as so far. Since Chelsea haven't conceded in their last 5 games, which include in all competitions, both of them were 3 of them were Europa League games, and 2 of them were Premier League games. But they've taken their defensive form in. They've taken their form into being really good defensively. I think they've only conceded 9 so far, so they're not doing too bad. Thiago Silva and Ben Chilwell have made a huge difference. And Sheffield United, well, I think they're going to struggle this season. They didn't score enough last season. Let me tell you how they scored that. Last season they finished 9th. They scored 39. They conceded 39. So they scored nowhere near enough though. But I am going to say Chelsea are going to get another win, and they're going to put in another good defensive display. I'm going to say Chelsea 3, Sheffield United 0. So right on to the next game, West Ham United versus Fulham. West Ham 14th, Fulham 17th. West Ham have got 8 points and Fulham have got 4 points. West Ham have actually surprised a few people so far after the few bad seasons they've had. So far they've got 2 wins so far, and they both came against us. They humiliated us 4-0 and they beat Leicester 3-0. They were 3-0 down against Spurs and got a 3-3 draw. Then they drew to Manchester City, and they did lose to Liverpool, and they did go ahead in that game, and they lost 2-1, so they're really unlucky. Where Fulham finally picked up their first win of the season last week as they beat West Brom 2-0. These are 2 of the favourites to go down. And I said last week, whoever loses will go down, but whoever wins could go down or could have a chance of staying up. I think Fulham are the slight favourites to stay up over West Brom now this season. Fulham have started to actually play quite well. They played really well against us when we beat them 1-0. They played really well against Sheffield United, and they should have won that. Crystal Palace, they were really unlucky. They had a standing off in that game, and they played all right. So they've actually started playing quite well now, and they've been really unlucky. For this game, I'm going to say there's only going to be 1 goal in it, and it's going to go to West Ham. I'm going to say West Ham United 1, Fulham 0. So right on to the next game, which is West Brom versus Spurs. West Brom currently sit 8 in the relegate bottom 3 with an 18th, and Tottenham are 3rd, and they scored the most goals in the whole league. West Brom have got 3 points, and Tottenham have got 14 points. West Brom's form, they haven't got a win yet this season. They are poor, West Brom. Spurs, they're not unbeaten in all competitions. They did lose that Antwerp team in Europa League, but apart from that, they're unbeaten in the league since the start of the season. So for this game, I'm gonna for Spurs, Heung-min Son and Harry Kane are on fire. Spurs are doing excellent, so I'm going to say West Brom 1, Spurs 4. On to the next game, which is Leicester City versus my team Wolves. Leicester are 2nd, we're 6th. Leicester 15 points, we're us 13 points. Leicester are doing brilliant. They proved in the games even without Vardy, Iheanacho scoring, Harvey Barnes is scoring. And for us, we aren't creating enough, but we're unbeaten in our last 4 games. For this game, I'm going to say it can be a draw, an exciting game. So I'm going to go Leicester City 2, Wolves 2. So right on to the next game, Manchester City versus Liverpool. who were probably two of the favourites to win the league at the start of the season, but I don't think either of them will win it this season. Right, starting Man City. Man City are 10th with 11 points, and Liverpool are top with 16 points. Man City, they haven't done enough yet though, but they're doing alright. And Liverpool top of the league with 16 points, 17 goals scored, 15 conceded. So they're in the bottom three for the most goals conceded. Liverpool need to tighten their defensively. I know they got Fabinho out, Virgil van Dijk, and they are struggling in that department, but they're not doing bad. So I'm going to say for this game, Manchester City 1, Liverpool 1. Well, Man City have been struggling without Gabriel Jesus and Aguero, but I think either one is back now. But right, on to the next game, which is the last game now, Arsenal versus Aston Villa. Arsenal are 9th and Villa are 8th. Arsenal 12 points, Villa 12 points, equal on points but just in two different positions. I think there's going to be one goal in it and I think it's going to go towards Arsenal. I'm going to say Arsenal 1, Aston Villa 0. So right guys, we're at the end of the video now. So if you did enjoy today's video, do give it a like, also do subscribe to the channel, and also turn on your notifications every time I make a video. I wouldn't actually call this video a quick one, but however, sometimes it takes me 15 or 16 minutes to do it, and it's only taken me about 12 minutes this time. I hope you all have a good one, enjoy the rest of the Premier League football this weekend. Until then guys, I'll see you all around guys, bye guys.